He may not have taken no money, but that white platform he on, they damn sure getting paid from Kamala Harris.
Steve Harvey response says, you can't pay Steve Harvey $10,000 to do nothing.
Right.
He vehemently denied that he was offered money. Now, his endorsement, he says, is pure. His questions, he said, will be softball.
Okay.
But he didn't say he was paid for that. Do you think that politicians have to give us anything outside of promises to get us to vote for them? Because,
no.
Okay.
In fact, they don't even have to give us promises, because when is the last presidential, who was the last presidential candidate that promised black people anything? Black people vote because we are shamed into voting. There's something called ancestral shaming. You know what ancestral shaming is? If you don't vote, you turning your back on Fannie Lou Hamer. If you don't vote, you turning your back on Coretta Scott King. If you don't vote, you turning your back on Medgar Evers. If you don't vote, you turning your back on Dr. King and all them ancestors who struggled and died and went to jail. No, ninja. We're not turning our back on our ancestors. We're turning our back on a party that has consistently and repeatedly ignored the issues that affect black people. They do a lot of ancestral shaming. But what they don't tell you is how the Democratic Party undermined Fannie Lou Hamer at the 1968 convention. What they don't tell you is how President Lyndon Baines Johnson tapped the phones in a hotel where all the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party members who came with Fannie Lou to Atlantic City where they stayed at, he had the FBI spying on them so they could know everything that they were strategizing so they could undermine them. Nobody tells you how the Democratic Party treated Fannie Lou. They kept mentioning her name at the DNC as if they upheld her in her day. No, they didn't. They treated that woman like she was less than dirt, and they got the nerve to use that ancestor's name to try to make it look like the Democratic Party is the party of blacks. Here's my thing to Uncle Steve, and I like Steve Harvey. He bougie, coonish, but I like him, okay? When Steve said he wasn't paid, I believe him. But you know what he didn't say? That his network did not receive compensation. You're not going to tell me that the Steve Harvey show or the D.L. Hughley show or the Ricky Smiley show sits on a white platform, and these white folks who are all about money, knowing Kamala raised $30 million in one night just with black folks, and you're going to sit up here and endorse this woman freely all through your show, and you think the white folks ain't calling her campaign office saying y'all owe us some money. He may not have taken no money, but that white platform he on, they damn sure getting paid from Kamala Harris.
Right. And you know, I like Steve as well. You know, I've been around him a few times, had conversations with him, but there is a historical context, you know what I'm saying, that we have to examine when it comes to Democrats, any of them, and our people. But I also think that when Steve Harvey, because you got to remember, 2017, he went and hollered at Trump.
This is gonna be a deep one. And for everyone watching, our analytics tell us that we have a lot of returning viewers that have not subscribed. So I ask you right now to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I hope you enjoy the conversation. It's Up There Podcast. I got a lot of love for y'all. Salute.